What are you saying, people? It's myself, Moro, and we're back again with another video on my channel. Before we get into the video, just want to say a big thank you to everyone that has subscribed so far, those that have left comments, sent me DMs, shared the video, those of you that have given me advice on how to improve. Just want to say a big thank you to all of you guys. There are many more videos that are going to be coming, so please continue to share and continue to like the videos. Let's get into the video. So, the shoes that we're going to be reviewing today are these. The Nike Air Force 1 Gore-Tex in the Baroque brown and sail colorway. So if you're like myself, you may have heard the name Gore-Tex around, but you may not know exactly what they do. The Gore-Tex fabric membrane is a registered trademark of L. Gore and Associates, and it basically composes of two layers. The first layer is just durable water repellent layer, which prevents water from getting into the shoe and allows it to drop to the side. The second layer is this fabric membrane, and this is the most important part. The fabric membrane supposedly is composed of very small pores. These pores are too small to allow water droplets to get inside the shoe, but they are large enough to allow water vapor to exit from the shoe. What this basically means is that it stops water from entering in from the outside, whilst preventing moisture from building up on the inside. All in all, keeping our feet nice and dry. The only thing that I would say is that it is still a low top shoe, so even though you are offered protection from the front of your feet, water can still get in from the sides and from the back if you do step in a large puddle. But hey, at least you know that with the unpredictable weather that we do get in the UK, you are still offered some protection. So with that being said, these shoes actually did release, I believe it was last October or last November. But when I saw the price of £130, I just thought it was pretty steep for a pair of Air Force Ones. I know I am familiar with the Gore-Tex brand, I do understand that it's a collaboration, but for some reason I was just very hesitant to cop the trainer. It's interesting because I would justify a Supreme / Air Force collab, and I would also justify the Comme des Garçons with the Nike Air Force collab, but for some reason I'm not too sure. I just didn't want to pull the trigger and pay £130 for the Gore-Tex Nike Air Force 1 collab. That being said, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, there was a price reduction and it did drop to £85, and so I thought, with everything that you do get with this shoe at this price, it definitely is worth it, and I secured the cop. That being said, let's get into the unboxing. Starting with the box, as opposed to your normal Nike Air Force 1 box, which normally comes in the grey with the white logo on top, you do get this nice black Air Force 1 box with the Nike Air in silver. On the side you also have the Gore-Tex sticker, and you have the appropriate sizing labeling as well. On the inside we can already see that the wrapping paper itself has the same stars that you normally find on the front of the outsole of the Air Force 1, and it also has on the back established in 1982 printed there. Starting with the sole, we have our traditional chunky Air Force 1 sole. The outsole, however, is this very nice Baroque brown. Moving to the upper, we can see that this is composed of full grain Baroque brown leather, and this is complemented with the Gore-Tex fabric material. We also have the traditional Nike Air Force 1 laces, and we have Gore-Tex embroidered on the side in the sail color below the Nike swoosh. On the back as well, we also have Nike Air that's embroidered in the sail color. Moving to the inside of the shoe, we can see that on the tongue we have a different labeling on the tongue. We have Nike, and we also have the Gore-Tex labeling on the tongue, and we also have the Nike Air on the insole. What's different about the inside of the shoe is that we have this fabric material that lines the entire inside of the shoe. Now, I spoke earlier about this two-layered material that's been trademarked by Gore and Associates, and so I'm not entirely sure if this lining that we are seeing is that fabric membrane, the one that I said is composed of the pores, or this is another layer that helps to wick away moisture from the foot. That I'm not entirely sure, but this material does help to ensure that your foot stays nice and dry. As well as that, the tongue itself is also stitched on the sides, and this is something that you normally see in boots, and it helps to prevent water from dropping to the sides of the tongue and getting your feet wet. So it really ensures that at least the majority of your foot would stay dry. Finishing it off, we have this Gore-Tex labeling on the shoe with a QR code that allows you to scan so that you can experience more and find out more information about the Gore-Tex brand. That's about everything with the shoe. Let's get into the on foot. So that's about everything with the shoe. As I said before, I definitely don't think I would have bought the shoe for £130, but for £85 I do think it's a good deal. I do like the colour, and I do think that's something that has drawn me to the shoe. We also have this medium olive colour that I saw online and the black colour. I definitely wouldn't have bought the black colour, but I am interested in possibly getting the olive colour. So I do think maybe later on in the year, when things really calm down with all the releases and I've got a bit of spare change, I may also opt to buy the olive colour off of StockX because it is sold out in Offspring and all the other stores. My only gripe with the shoe is the embroidery on the side. I do think that the shoe itself is a very clean and classy looking shoe, and I do think that if they remove that embroidery and maybe use the same labeling that they have on the tongue and put that on the side instead, that it will just give the shoe a cleaner finish. Although I don't think the embroidery takes that much away from the shoe, it's just something that I would have preferred. If you found this video useful, please remember to like, share and subscribe. We're on the road to 100 subscribers by the end of the summer. It's myself, Moro. Thanks again for watching. Peace.